Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to look under the hood at one of the body's most powerful and, honestly, most misunderstood hidden engines.
Are you always tired, feeling kind of anxious, or maybe you're dealing with weight changes you just can't explain, or that annoying brain fog? A lot of us just write this stuff off, right? We blame it on a busy life, stress, not enough sleep, maybe just getting older. But what if all those vague, persistent symptoms are actually connected to one single thing?
Yeah, that feeling is so common. A lot of people feel that way. But these experiences, they often point directly to a small but really powerful gland in your neck, one that controls way more than you probably realize.
Okay, so let's get into it. It's time to meet the main character of our story today, the thyroid gland. This is your metabolism's master control.
So what is it? Well, it's this little butterfly-shaped gland right in your neck, and it produces hormones that control pretty much everything. Your metabolism, heart rate, body temperature, even your mood. The best way to think of it? It's like your body's central thermostat. And even though it's tiny, it has a huge impact on how you feel every single day.
All right, so how does it work? It's actually this really cool feedback loop. It's like a constant conversation between your brain and your thyroid. Step 1. Your brain's pituitary gland sends out a message, TSH, to the thyroid. Think of it as an order. Step 2. The thyroid gets that message and produces T4, which is the main storage hormone. Step 3. Your body then converts that T4 into T3. That's the active stuff, the fuel your cells actually use. And finally, step 4. The brain keeps an eye on those T3 and T4 levels and adjusts the TSH message to keep everything perfectly in balance. It's this beautiful self-regulating system.
But this whole system, this factory we're talking about, it can't just make hormones out of thin air. It needs some very specific raw materials to get the job done.
So what are those essential building blocks for a healthy thyroid? Well, it really comes down to an essential trio of micronutrients. They are absolutely critical. Without them, the whole assembly line can just break down.
First up, we have iodine. This is the big one. It's the essential raw material. You can think of it as the primary building block for thyroid hormones. If the hormones are bricks, iodine is the clay. It is absolutely non-negotiable. Without enough of it, the factory just can't produce anything.
Next, you need iron. Now, iron isn't actually in the final hormone, but it's the specialized machinery on the assembly line. It is crucial for this enzyme called TPO, thyroperoxidase, which does the heavy lifting of actually putting the hormones together. So no iron? The most important machine in the whole factory grinds to a halt.
And the third member of our trio is selenium. This one is really cool because it has two jobs. Think of it as the protective crew. It forms these things called selenoproteins that protect the thyroid from damage while it's making hormones. But that's not all. It also helps convert the storage hormone T4 into the active hormone T3. So it's both a bodyguard and an activator. Pretty important, right?
Okay, so we've got the factory and the raw materials. What happens when it all goes wrong? Well, the most common reason this whole system breaks down is something called autoimmune disease. It's when your body basically starts attacking itself.
Yeah, in these autoimmune conditions, your immune system gets confused. It mistakenly attacks the thyroid gland, and that just throws all of hormone production into chaos. It's a huge plot twist, really. The very system that's supposed to protect you starts seeing your own thyroid as the enemy. This friendly fire is the real root cause of the most common thyroid problems people face.
And this attack can go one of two ways. On one side, you have Hashimoto's disease. This is where the immune system attacks and destroys the thyroid. This leads to an underactive thyroid, or hypothyroidism. The key word here is slows down. You get fatigue, brain fog, weight gain, all that. On the other side, you have Graves' disease. Here, the immune system actually tricks the thyroid into overproducing hormones. This is hyperthyroidism, or an overactive thyroid. And this speeds up everything: anxiety, heart palpitations, weight loss. Two sides of the same autoimmune coin.
Hey, just a quick pause. If you're finding this breakdown clear and helpful, do us a favor and follow our channel. That way you won't miss out on any of our other explainers like this one.
All right, so if we know all this, why is it so hard to get a diagnosis? Why is it such a long, frustrating journey for so many people to get answers?
Get this, up to 60% of people with thyroid disease have no idea they even have it. 60%! That is a staggering number. It means millions of people are out there struggling with symptoms, thinking it's just them, without any real answers.
So why are so many cases missed? Well, a couple of big reasons. First, like we said, the symptoms are kind of vague. It's really easy to blame fatigue or weight gain on stress or just getting older. But the second and maybe bigger problem is the standard test. It usually only checks your TSH levels. And here's the kicker. You can have a normal TSH result even while your immune system is actively attacking your thyroid. The attack can go on for years before the TSH number even budges. That's why you need specific antibody tests. They're the ones that can actually spot the autoimmune cause.
And this is really the key takeaway. Understanding the why behind your symptoms, knowing that it could be more than just your TSH being a little off. That's what empowers you. It helps you have a much more informed conversation about your health. It gives you the confidence to ask for the right tests to get the full picture.
And that's our breakdown. Thank you so much for watching and taking the time to learn about this with us.
You know, if you found this useful, please think about sharing it with someone you care about. You never know. This information could be the missing piece of the puzzle for them.
And finally, we really want to hear from you. What complex topic should we break down next? Let us know down in the comments below. Your suggestions are what really help us decide what to do next.